name is Ransone. I'm 38 years old, head football coach at Hunterdon Central High School. I have 2 kids, a 7-year-old and a 5-year-old. I think 2012 it was, maybe 2013, right there at that new year. Starting to lose track of the years because I've been part of it so long. It was at the point where I just needed a change of how I trained. I was feeling sluggish. I didn't like how I felt when I was waking up, and for a long time I was watching how you do things, and I was interested in some of the stuff that I called forward thinking at the time when watching you, and so I gave you a call just that wanted to change my lifestyle, wanted to just feel better, especially being a young dad, a new dad. I wanted more energy to be able to go out and be able to play with my kids as they get older, and continue to do the things that I like to do as Father Time starts to wear us down a little bit physically. So that's why I made the call to Newell Strength, and I've been here ever since, and it's been a life-changing experience for me. I was always skinny, and I always needed to gain weight because I was playing Division I football at the time. And then when you finish playing, you keep those eating habits, yet you're not training at the rate you did. You start to get older. And all of a sudden I found myself in a weight and feeling, looking picture just not where I wanted to be. So when I started here, the physical change was the first part. I went from 260 pounds. At one point it was down to 215 pounds. I think it was 8% body fat, but it's able to maintain my strength, my energy levels, went up. So the first part was the physical changes, the one thing I saw. The other part was, how you guys at Newell Strength approach the spiritual aspect, the emotional aspect. So I saw a lot of change also in my relationship, with my wife and kids, and not that anything was wrong with it, but I just felt improvement, and a lot of it had to do with more energy and just, understanding that, we're here to build, not just physically, but, emotionally and mentally. Those are things that you institute, on a daily basis. Great training program, so, those are the benefits of it. I'm a football coach. The biggest thing that, my biggest philosophy with coaching football, sports, family, everything is culture building. And that's what separates Newell Strength from anybody else, is the culture here. Kyle, as the leader, sets the tone of how he, what he expects out of the people who work for him. And then it bleeds down into the clients, because the leadership is unbelievable, and it creates an environment that people want to be around. That's what draws me to it. You can go anywhere you want. You can get bigger, you can get stronger, you can lose weight, you can do all that stuff, but is it the type of culture that you want to be around? But I think that's what separates Newell Strength from everybody else. It's really an environment that cultivates relationships, it cultivates family, and that's why I think you've seen it grow so much. I think that's what separates Newell Strength from any other gym is the culture, and that's something that I personally look for. That's something that I believe in our football program that I run. And it's funny because I institute a lot of what you guys do here. I institute into my program, so it's also a learning experience. So it's another place where you're going to grow and learn, and I think everybody wants to grow and learn. Doesn't matter how old you are or what you're doing. If you could take that experience and grow from it, learn from it, then it's something you want to be around, and that's something that you get here. Without a doubt, I would recommend Newell Strength to anybody, but particularly dads, that want to make a change, and still want to be able to, again, be able to play with their kids and do things that they were able to do when they're younger. You're going to be able to do that there, because you're going to cultivate. Number one, you're going to cultivate the environment that you want, but they're going to change you physically as well, because they're some of the most knowledgeable people around. But then again, you get that family atmosphere. It's a place you want to be. So when you want to be somewhere, it's going to become important to you, and you're going to be able to make the changes that you want.